everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name's Kara and I love to create through crafting, decorating, and cooking, and I also love to save money while doing all my favorite things. Today I'm going to be putting together a few Dollar Tree Valentine's Day DIYs. I am going to be decorating my mantle and also the tiered tray in my kitchen. So stick around and see what I put together. The first DIY I want to share with you is using two of the Dollar Tree picture frames. I painted the frames with white chalk paint and I removed the backing of the picture frames, just leaving the glass and the frame. I then took a paint marker and wrote B on one piece of glass and mine on the other. You could also use vinyl to create that. Now let's go decorate my mantle. I am going to take the Be Mine frames that I made and layer those one in front of the other. And then I have these glitter hearts that I got from Dollar Tree, and I also have some hearts that I cut out of different patterns of scrapbook paper. A few of them I glued some little XO letters onto. I have some glitter, some plaid, some that look like wood, so a nice variety there. And I'm gonna take these in and just using my favorite blue painter's tape, I am going to arrange them all over that wall right above the mantle. Now, one tip that I do want to give is those frames, since they don't have a back to them, they could potentially slide down. And my cat likes to crawl all along the mantle, so in order to keep those in place, I took one of those small adhesive pads that are made for sticking on the bottom of chairs so that they don't scuff your floor, and I stuck that on the top of the mantle to give those two frames something to kind of hit up against so that they wouldn't slide down and just fall and break. So that is a tip that you could use if you want this really minimal look to keep them from moving anywhere. You could use something small like that to kind of hold them in place. And here is the Valentine mantle, all complete. For the next DIY, I'm taking this little Dreamer 3D box and I'm going to make a Valentine's floral box with it. So I am taking a gift bag, these silk flowers from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cut off the front portion of that gift bag, and then I am going to trace around the back part of this little Dreamer box to create kind of the background for my box. So I'm just taking a marker and I'm going to trace around the back portion of this box and then cut that out. Now I'm noticing that I'm going to need to deconstruct this box, so I just pop off the back portion and it came off pretty easily. And now I have cut out some more of the paper from that bag to cover up the part of this box that says Dreamer on it. So we'll just hot glue that on the front. In my little world, you are both pros and cons. And then I will reattach the back of the box with some hot glue. So tell me, are you still in there? It's beautiful. Now to fill this box up, I'm just using a little bit of eucalyptus that I had sitting around from a bunch of other projects in the past, and then one of those silk roses from the Dollar Tree. And there you have a cute little Happy Valentine's Day box. Next up, I'm gonna make a small sign to put on the tiered tray in my kitchen. So I'm just taking a gift bag and one of these small cardboard boxes that are in the crafting section from Dollar Tree. And I traced out the size of the lid of this box on my gift bag. Now I'm just going to cut this out and I will pop it in the lid. And I kind of crease it a little bit with my nail just to make sure it has a tight fit, but I don't even bother putting any glue on this because it'll stay in place just fine. Now I thought this needed a little Valentine message, so I am going on Canva in my computer and I am just going to find a font that I like. This one's called TC Chattelwood. I thought it looked like it was drawn with a marker. So I'm just typing XO and I'm making the dimensions of this image the exact size of the inside of that lid. So it was like 3.5 inches wide by 3.5 long. And when I like the way this looks, I'm gonna download it as a image file and then I'm just gonna move it over into the Cricut Maker software and upload my image. And if you're familiar with using Cricut, all you have to do then is tell Cricut that it is a complex image, and then you're going to erase all of the background from this image. Right by your side with arms, even if you don't want, you wrote your name. And then finally I will size it nicely and use my Cricut to cut it out on some black vinyl. Now I'll just weed out the background of that vinyl transfer that I created. And with this, since the letters are so large, I did not even bother using transfer tape for this. I just peeled the letters off and stuck them on just like a regular sticker. And I love how this turned out with just a cardboard lid, a gift bag, and a scrap of vinyl. I wanted to share with you just a couple other things that I'm going to be using to decorate my tiered tray. I got these two little books last year at the Dollar General for $1, and then this Happy Valentine's Day mailbox with the little bicycle on it, and those are going to go in my tiered tray too. Alright, so here's how everything came together. I think this is really cute. I love the colors. I love the floral accents. I love that little pop of eucalyptus in there. I think it just makes the whole thing look fresh and bright, and I love this for Valentine's Day. I put a strand of those heart-shaped lights from Dollar Tree in a jar, and I wanted to show you how that looked with some of the kitchen lights off. And finally, this is not a craft, but just a tip I wanted to share. If you get the greeting cards from Dollar Tree and put them in a Dollar Tree frame, you can just leave all the cards inside the frame and then switch them out for each holiday. Thanks again for joining me today. Feel free to let me know in the comments below what was your favorite craft that I put together, and give this video a thumbs up. See you next time.
Losing hope, fading love. This night will be okay.